Welcome back programmers. In the today's section I'm gonna show you how you can assemble your own PC or you can say desktop. So let's begin. So the first question you wanna ask on yourself is why you need this PC. Obviously we are programmers, so we are gonna assemble PC for programming stuff. And all of the product link is in the description. If you buy product from the description, you are gonna get the discount. So the main important thing in the desktop CPU is processor. So the latest Intel core processor is Core i9, but I don't think you need the i9 because Core i5 is perfect for programmer, and the AMD latest processor is Ryzen 3900X, but I recommend you can buy Intel processor for programming stuff. So the first problem is solved. You can buy the Core i5 processor for programmer, but which i5? Because there is a lot of i5 available and all other i5 processor is different than other, for example generation and clock speed. So if you want the gaming experience plus a smooth processor, so you can buy i10th generation Core i5. Now let's talk about clock speed. If clock speed is higher, then your processor is smoother and best and fast processor. So the Intel Core i5 10500, which means 10th generation desktop processor, 6 core up to 4.5 GHz core processor, means this 4.5 is your clock speed. So the price of this processor is 21,150 and 4.3 clock speed processor price is 18,800. Okay, but I recommend you, if you have a lower budget, so you can definitely buy this Intel Corporation Core i5 9400F 9th generation desktop processor, 6 core up to 4.1 GHz core turbo without graphic, LGA 1151 300 series 65 volt. So the price of this is 30,319. So I think this is the good processor for you. Okay, I'm gonna put all of this processor link is in the description. You can buy it and you can check out my description to classify your processor. Okay, now let's talk about motherboard. Now if you bought the i5 10th generation processor, you need the motherboard which can support the i5 10th generation. So the best motherboard is MSI motherboard. Now you can buy any motherboard you want. So the first I recommend you is MSI Meg B460M Water Wi-Fi Mate X gaming motherboard, and all of this motherboard link is in the description. Now if you want motherboard with the Wi-Fi, so this is best for you. The price of this MSI Meg B460M is 30,490. But if you have a lower budget and if you bought i5 9th generation or something, you can get this MSI H11OM Pro VH Plus motherboard. So the price of this motherboard is 4,890. And MSI Pro Series AMD Ryzen 1st and 2nd generation is good too, but not for all programmer. Okay, so the first you want to buy which processor. If you bought i7 or i9 processor, so you can get this MSI MPG X570 Gaming Edge Wi-Fi motherboard, which the price is 23,990, and I think this is best for you. But if you bought the i5 9th generation or i5 7th generation, so this is the best motherboard for you, MSI H310M Pro VH Plus, and you can see even this support 8th and 9th generation. So this processor or this motherboard link is in the description. So now let's talk about graphic card. So if you are buying the graphic card, you have to buy DDR4 graphic card, not DDR3, because DDR4 is the best and fast graphic card. So there's a lots of company available. So the best is obviously Asus. If you want to play Red Dead Redemption 2 on your desktop, so you can buy Asus GeForce GT710 2GB GDDR5 64-bit ODB low profile graphic card. So the price of this graphic card is 3,685. DDR5 graphic card, higher DDR then higher speed. Now it didn't matter how much graphic card you are buying. Let's say if you are buying 4GB graphic card but the speed of your graphic card is DDR3, so your speed is gonna be too slow. But if you bought only 2GB graphic card but the speed is DDR5, you are in the rocket beach. So I totally recommend you Asus GeForce GT710 or Asus GeForce GT710 2GB GDDR5 64-bit graphic card. Link is in the description. Now let's talk about cabinet. So the lowest and the futuristic cabinet is in your budget CHIPTRONEX X310B mid-tower ATX cabinet. The price of this cabinet is 2019, and the second one is CHIPTRONEX MX2 2RGB mid-tower cabinet, and the price of this cabinet is 2928, and so on. So if you go higher in budget, so the third one is CHIPTRONEX HX200 RGB mid tower. So the price of this is 3800 something, and the fourth one is Ant Esports Ice 511MT. So the price of this cabinet is 4349. So I'm gonna put all of this cabinet link is in the description. You can buy it now, and these four are the coolest cabinet for your CPU. Now let's talk about RAM. 8GB RAM is enough for you. So the best and the lowest price RAM is HyperX Fury 8GB 3200MHz DDR4. Again, DDR4 is best. Fury RAM 3000 rupees only. Now if you have lower budget, so you can buy Circual 8GB DDR4. The price of this RAM is 2436, and the coolest RAM if you want buy the gaming desktop, so the coolest RAM is XPG 8 Data GameX D30 DDR4 8GB RAM. So the price of this RAM is 3018. So you can see the 3200MHz, which is the speed. So I'm gonna put all of this RAM link is in the description. Now let's talk about important part of the desktop is hard disk. A hard disk, you can buy 2 hard disks for your desktop, because if one got problem, second is there for you. Now it doesn't matter which hard disk you buy, but the matter is you can buy higher cache memory hard disks. Let's say in here you can see Seagate Barracuda 1TB internal hard disk cache this 64 MB. So this is the higher caches MB hard disk, and this is good for your cabinet. So the price of this hard disk is 3299, and so on. So Western Digital WT10 EZX price is 3569. I'm gonna put all of this link is in the description. Now the next thing you wanna buy for your CPU is power supply. So you can see Zebronic 450 volt power supply is good for you. The price of this power supply SMPS is 645. But if you go higher, if you want better, so you can buy this Corsair VIF S550 550W active PFP 80 plus power supply. So the price of this power supply is 3698. So I'm gonna put all of this link is in the description. So I hope you like this video. There's nothing big left. You can buy the cord or keyboard mouse. So I'm gonna put link for keyboard mouse in the description. So I hope I help you to create the awesome CPU for your programming career. So that is it for today's guys. If you like this video, just like this video, share this video with other programmer, hit on the bell icon so you'll never miss my latest video. So see you guys in the next video. Till then, just code.
It's all about humanity.